Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about finding the factors of general trinomials, and we're focusing on quadratic polynomial. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So this is already part 2 of our video class, the part 1 of our video. We actually answered this one class, basic examples in factoring quadratic polynomials. Now once again class, we call this one quadratic polynomials if the highest degree is 2. If the highest exponent class with regards to the variable is 2, therefore class we call this one quadratic polynomial. So we have x squared, we have y squared, the highest degree or the highest exponent with regards to the variable is 2, we call this one quadratic polynomial. Now if the number class before x squared is just 1, so understood class, if you didn't see any number before x squared, understood to be 1 class. Now if the number before x squared is just 1, it is easy for us class to factor this out. So if you want to learn more with regards to the part 1 class, I will just put the link on the description down below. Feel free to see the video class. Now in today's video class, this will be quite complicated because the number before m squared, before x squared, before b squared is greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 1, and then 2 is greater than 1. Now, if the number before m squared, before x squared is greater than 1, we need to do groupings. So this will be quite complicated class. For example, number 1, number 2, and then number 3. But once again class, do not be worried with this one because we will be explaining this one step by step. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. Our given, we have 2m squared plus 11m plus 5. Now, first thing that you need to do, class, you multiply the leading coefficient by the constant. Once again, class, that would be the leading coefficient. Leading coefficient, you multiply it by the constant. So, our leading coefficient, that would be 2. And then multiply it by the constant. So, that would be 2 times 5. What would be the answer, class? 2 times 5. That's correct. That would be equal to 10. Once again, class, first step, you multiply the leading coefficient, the first number, by the constant. 2 times 5, that would be equal to 10. Next step, class, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get positive 10. When you combine the two numbers, you will get positive 11. Once again, class, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 10. When you combine the two numbers, you will get positive 11. What are the factors of 10? That's correct. We can have 1 times 10. We can have 2 times 5. Now, what are the two numbers, class, that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 10. When you combine, you will get positive 11. That's correct. It should be positive 1 and then positive 10, right? Why is that, sir? Because if you combine 1 plus 10, that would be equal to 11. That's correct. If you multiply 1 times 10, that would be equal to 10. That's correct. So, therefore, the numbers, it should be positive 1 and then positive 10. You find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get 10. When you combine, you will get positive 11. It should be positive 1 and then positive 10. We cannot select 2 and 5 class. If we multiply 2 and 5, that's 10. But if we combine 2 plus 5, that's only 7. So therefore, we cannot select 5. It should be positive 1 and then positive 10. Alright. And then next step class, simply copy the first term. So copy 2m squared. And then copy this one, we have positive 1m. Copy this one, we have positive 10m. So you put m class, once again class, 1 and then you put m. There would be 1m, 10 and then m. Okay, once again class, we have 1 and then simply copy m. Plus, we have positive 10 and then simply copy m. And then simply copy positive 5. Once again class, you put m with regards to the numbers. So we have 2m squared. We have positive 1m. So you put m and then positive 10m. And then the last number, the constant, that will be positive 5. Now, question class. Are the two expressions the same? Are the two expressions class the same? Yup, this is just the same class because if you combine 1m plus 10m, that would be equal to 11m. Once again class, 1m plus 10m, that would be equal to 11m. Now, question, sir, why do we need to do this one, sir? Why do we need to do this one? Now, we need to do this one class because we need to do groupings. We need to factor out the first term combined by the second term, the third term, and the fourth term. Once again, class, we need to do this one class because we need to do groupings. We combine the first term by the second term. We will be factoring out the first term by the second term, third term by the fourth term. Now, question, sir, can I write this way, sir? What if I write 10m first, and then next will be 1m? How about if I write this way, sir? 2m squared, and then positive 10m comes first, and then positive 1m, and then positive 5. Can I write this way, sir? Do we have the same answer, sir? That's correct, class. You will have the same answer, class, even if you interchange this one, because 10m plus 1m is just the same with 11m. So let's check that one later on, class. What if we interchange this one, 1m and then 10m? Let's see if we have the same answer. So once again, class, we will be checking that one later on. What if we interchange 10m and then 1m? Let's check if we will have the same answer. Alright, so we can erase 1 here, class. That's okay. Understood that there's 1 here. Alright, so let's factor this out, class. The first term by the second term. Alright, so let's do that. So, 2m squared plus m. Alright, so what would be the greatest common factor of 2 and 1? Understood that there's 1 here, right? What would be the greatest common factor of 2 and 1? Once again, class, we need to factor out the first term and the second term. What would be the greatest common factor, class, of 2 and 1? That's correct. That's only 1, right? We can divide 2 by 1. We can also divide 1 by 1. So the greatest common factor of 2 and 1, that's only 1. And then for the variable, class, just select the variable with the least degree. Once again, class, with regards to the variable, select the variable with the least exponent. So understood, the exponent of m here is just 1. So therefore, we'll be selecting m. So for the number, the greatest common factor of 2 and 1, that's only 1. For the variable, that's only m. And then simply divide this one, class. Once again, class, simply divide this one. Put open parentheses. 2m squared divide 1m. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. M squared divided by m, that would be m, right? Simply subtract the exponent. Understood that there's 1 here. 2 minus 1, so this will be m raised to the power of 2 minus 1. That would be equal to m raised to the power of 1, or that would be equal to m. So therefore, 2m squared divided by 1m, the answer is 2m. Alright, and the next step, class, simply divide this one. So simply divide this one. We're done with this one. That would be 1m divided by 1m. So 1m divide 1m. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. M divided by m, simply cancel m. Same variable and then same exponent, simply cancel m. So therefore, the answer is 1, positive 1. Alright, so this will be the factor. So we can erase 1. Understood that there's 1 here. Alright, so this will be our factor, class. Once again, class, you can always double check your answer, class, by distributive property. So simply multiply this one. Okay, simply multiply this one. M times 2m. So m multiplied by 2m. So understood that there's 1 here. 1 times 2 is 2. M times m, that would be m squared. So this is 2m squared. And then m times positive 1. So m times positive 1, that would be positive 1m. Or we can just simply write m. Yup, you will have the same answer, class. You will have the same answer. So therefore, class, you factor it out correctly. So this will be our factor, class. Alright, so our factors, class, we have m. And then open parentheses, 2m plus 1, close parentheses. Alright, and the next step, class, you factor this out. So you factor out the third term by the fourth term. So this 10m and then 5. So 10m plus 5. What would be the greatest common factor, class, with regards to the numbers? That's correct. That's only 5, right? We can divide 10 by 5. We can also divide 5 by 5. So therefore, the greatest common factor of 10 and 5, that's only 5. Now for the variable, class, now since this 5 doesn't contain any variable, so therefore, we cannot factor out the variable. So therefore, the greatest common factor, that's only 5. And then put open parentheses and then simply divide this one. 10m divide 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Simply copy m. So that would be 2m. And then, once again, class, we're done with this one. 10m divided by 5, that's 2m. And then 5 divided by 5, that would be equal to 1. Once again, class, 5 divided by 5, that would be equal to 1. So this will be our factor, class. Okay, so let's check our answer by distributive property. 5 times 2m, that would be 10m. 5 times 1, that would be equal to positive 5. Yup, you will have the same answer, class. So therefore, you factor it out correctly. Alright, so this will be positive 5. So this is positive 5. And then parentheses 2m plus 1. Almost done, class. You're almost done, class. Now, if you have given example like this, class, you have two factors that are the same, 2m plus 1 and 2m plus 1 that are the same. We can just simply write this one, class, as 1. Once again, class, if you have given example like this, you have two factors that are the same, 2m plus 1 and then 2m plus 1, counted as 1, class. You can just simply write this one as 1. So, therefore, our factors, we have, copy this one. So, it's not working. Copy this one. So, let me just get red pen. So, copy this one. Simply copy this one, m, and then positive 5. So, therefore, the factors, class, we have m, and then positive 5. The other factors, this one, class. Two factors that are the same. 2m plus 1. That's it, class. All set. All set, class. This will be our answer, class, with regards to example number 1. All set. Alright, so once again, class, let's do it a while ago. Let's check. What if we interchange this one? Let's see if we get the same answer. So once again, our answer, we have m plus 5, the factors m plus 5, and then 2m plus 1. All set with regards to example number 1. So let's interchange, class. What if we interchange this one? So 10m comes first. Let's check if we have the same answer. So 10m, and then plus 1m, and then plus 5. So once again, we can erase 1. That's okay. Alright, so once again, class, we factor out the first term and the second term. So 2m squared plus 10m. So once again, class, factor out the numbers. What will be the greatest common factor of 2 and 10? You find a number, class, in which that number is divisible by 2 and 10. That's correct. That's only 2, right? So therefore, the greatest common factor of 2 and 10, that's only 2. Because we can divide 2 by 2, we can also divide 10 by 2. So therefore, the greatest common factor, that's only 2. Alright, and then for the variable, just select the variable with the least exponent. Understood, the exponent of m here is just 1. So therefore, we will be selecting m. So that would be 2m. And then simply divide, class. 2m squared divide 2m. 2 divided by 2 is 1. M squared divided by m, that's only m. Subtract the exponent. 2 minus 1, that would be 1. So that would be 1m raised to the power of 1. We can erase 1, that's okay. We can erase 1. So therefore, the answer is m. 2m squared divided by 2m, the answer is m. Alright, and then simply divide this one. 10m divide 2m. 10 divided by 2 is 5. M divided by m, same variable and then same exponent. Simply cancel m. So that would be positive 5. Alright, and then close parenthesis. So once again, you can always double check your answer by distributive property. 2m times m, that would be 2m squared. And then 2m times 5, that would be positive 10m. Yep, you will have the same answer, class. So this will be our factor. We have 2m and then m plus 5. Alright, and then the other one. Alright, and then we factor out the third term and the fourth term. We have m plus 5. So for the numbers, understood that there's 1 here. So therefore, we can factor out 1 and 5. What would be the greatest common factor, class, of 1 and 5? That's correct. That's only 1, right? We can divide 1 by 1. We can also divide 5 by 1. Alright, and then for the variable, we don't have any variable for 5. So therefore, the greatest common factor of m and 5, that's only 1. And then put open parentheses and then simply divide this 1m. So 1m divided by 1, 1m divided by 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. Simply copy m. So that would be 1m. Alright, and then 5, this one. 5 divided by 1, 5 divided by 1, that would be equal to 5. So this will be positive 5. And then close parentheses. So we can erase 1. So we can erase 1 here. So therefore, our answer, we have positive 1 and then m plus 5. Alright, so therefore, we have two factors that are the same. This one, m plus 5 and then m plus 5. So we can combine this one and then we can group this one also, 2m and then positive 1. So therefore, our answer, we have 2m plus 1. The other one, we have m plus 5. That's it, class. That's the answer, class. You will have the same answer, class. All set. All set, class, with regards to example number 1. Even if you apply, class, the FOIL method, class, I'm sure, class, you will have this answer. Even if you multiply this one, class, using FOIL method, you will have this answer. So therefore, the factors of this given expression, that would be 2m plus 1. The other one, that would be m plus 5. All set. with regards to example number 1. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Our given, we have 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. So once again, class, first step, you multiply the leading coefficient by the constant. So the first number or the leading coefficient by the constant. So that would be 3 times 4. What would be the answer, class? That's correct. That would be equal to 12, positive 12. Next step, class, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get positive 12. When you combine the two numbers, you will get negative 8. What are the factors of 12? That's correct. We can have 1 times 12. We can have 2 times 6. We can have 3 times 4, right? Now, which of the following numbers, class, that we can get 8? Of course, for 1 and 12, if we combine, that would be 13. If we subtract 12 minus 1, that would be 11. Therefore, it is impossible that we can get negative 8 or we can get 8. How about for 2 and 6? If we combine, can we get 8? Yep, we can get 8, right? So therefore, we'll be selecting 2 and 6 because for this one, 3 and 4, this is only 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. If we subtract 4 minus 3, that's only 1. So therefore, if we combine this one, we cannot get 8. So therefore, we will not be selecting this one. That's only 2 and 6. So therefore, we'll be selecting 2 and 6. But the problem, class, once again, class, but the problem, class, this is negative 8. If we multiply 2 times 6, that will be equal to 12. That's correct. Yep, you can have 12. But if you combine 2 plus 6, that will be equal to positive 8. This is negative 8. So therefore, it must be negative 2 and then negative 6, right? Because if you multiply negative 2 multiplied by negative 6, negative times negative is positive, 2 times 6 is 12. Negative 2 times negative 6, that would be positive 12. Now, if you combine negative 2, combined with negative 6, rules in adding integers, if they have the same sign, simply copy the sign, simply add the numbers. 2 plus 6, that would be 8. So therefore, negative 2 plus negative 6, the answer is negative 8. Just think it this way, class. You have negative 2 and then negative 6, both negative, simply copy negative sign, simply add the number. 2 plus 6, that would be 8. Negative 2, negative 6, if you combine, that would be equal to negative 8. So therefore, class, our factors, it should be negative 2 and then negative 6. Because if you multiply negative 2 times negative 6, that would be positive 12. If you combine negative 2 and then negative 6, the answer is negative 8. Alright, so therefore, we will be selecting negative 2 and then negative 6. So simply copy the first term, 3x squared. Alright, and then we can have negative 2 first or negative 6. It's up to you, class, which do you prefer. So I can select, class, negative 6 and then simply copy x. And then negative 2 and then simply copy x and then positive 4. Okay, I can interchange this one, class, because 6 and 3, there is a greatest common factor of 6 and 3, that's only 3. And then 2 and 4, we have a greatest common factor of 2 and 4, that's 2. So you can write it this way, class, that's okay. Negative 2x and then negative 6x, because if you combine this one, negative 2x minus 6x, the answer, class, is negative 8x. Once again, class, this is just the same, class. These two expressions, class, are just the same. But for me, class, it's better to write first negative 6x because there is a greatest common factor of 6 and 3, right? Rather than 3 and 2, the greatest common factor of 3 and 2, that's only 1. So therefore, it's better to write negative 6x first. That's okay, class. Once again, class, you will have the same answer anyways. But for me, class, I just write negative 6x first. So negative 6x first because we have a greatest common factor of 3 and 6. And then negative 2x and then positive 4. Once again, class, copy negative 6 and then simply write x. Copy negative 2, simply write x. If you combine negative 6x minus 2x, the answer is negative 8x. And then simply factor this out. 3x squared minus 6x, first term and the second term. So for 3 and 6, the greatest common factor, that would be 3. And then for the variable, select the variable with the least degree. So we'll be selecting x. And then simply divide this one. 3x squared divide 3x. 3x squared divide 3x. 3 divided by 3 is 1. X squared divided by x, that's x. So this will be 1x or x. And then this one, negative 6x divide negative 6x, divide 3x. Negative 6 divided by 3, that would be negative 2. X divided by x, simply cancel x. Same variable and then same exponent, simply cancel x. That would be negative 2. And then close parenthesis. Once again, class, you can always double check your answer by distributive property. 3x times x, that would be 3x squared. 3x times negative 2, that would be negative 6x. Yep, you will have the same answer. So therefore, this is the correct factor. We have 3x and then x minus 2. Alright, and the next step, you factor this out. Alright, so negative 2x, once again, the third term and the fourth term, negative 2x plus 4. So we can factor this out by negative 2. So simply copy this one. We can factor this out by negative 2. So simply copy this one. Can we factor this out by negative 2? Yup, we can factor this out by negative 2. Now, how about for the variable? Now, since this 4 doesn't contain any variable, so therefore, we can only factor out the numbers. So the greatest common factor of negative 2 and 4, that would be negative 2. And then simply divide this one. Negative 2x divide negative 2. So negative divided by negative is positive. This will be positive 1. Simply copy x. So there will be positive 1x, or we can just simply erase 1. That's okay. Alright, and then this one, 4 divide negative 2. 4 divide negative 2. 4 divided by negative 2. That would be negative 2. Positive divided by negative is negative. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 4 divided by negative 2, that would be negative 2. Close parenthesis. Almost done, class. Simply multiply this one. Negative 2 times x, that would be negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2, that would be positive 4. Yup, you will have the same answer. So this will be our factors. We have negative 2. Simply copy x minus 2. Almost done, class. So check this one out, class. We have two factors that are the same. So therefore counted as 1. So we can write this one as 1. So we have x minus 2 and then x minus 2. And then we can factor this out. Simply combine this one. So therefore our factors, we have 3x minus 2. And the other one, we have x minus 2. Once again, class, if you have two factors that are the same, counted as 1. So we have x minus 2. The other one, we have 3x minus 2. All set, class. All set with regards to example number 2. Alright, so how about you try example number 3, class? 2b squared plus 5b plus 2. You try example number 3, class, and then you put your answer on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help our students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.